Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. Right to the air. Here's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yep.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. Well, not content with a first-quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back, even with just 1 throw.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Murray off play action. He's got this downfield to McBride. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Zach Ertz, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals will take over possession here up at the 44. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And he will be taken down. Quarter of play will come to an end. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Murray now. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And this is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out.
A touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 30 yards. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Murray now to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, Paul. One of the last things this offensive coordinator wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Open man is Duvernay. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now on first down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defense.
After plays, but with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On play action, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Zach Ertz has it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Murray now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. This will be swung out here for counter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Murray to air it out again. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football and give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960,
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 39, Jackson. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Oliver, 39 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. When you're on your...